What's up, good people? It's your man Jay Free, the Enlightened Perspective, coming at you again, hoping everybody's having a wonderful and blessed morning and afternoon thus far, continuing to press on and try to be better. Remember, perception is everything. How you view a situation determines your outcome, your response, your reaction. As a man thinketh, so is it. We try to bring knowledge, try to help people to elevate their level of thinking and not just accept the things that are on the surface and that, society and media continues to push out to us. Knowledge brings understanding, and understanding brings truth, and the truth will eventually set us free. With everything that's going on around us, so many issues and so many topics that we've been discussing. As we can see what's going on right now in Charlottesville, Virginia, at the University of West Virginia, we've got violent protests that are going on between leftists and rightists in regards to some that are supporting Trump, and they're protesting about the statues of General Robert Lee being torn down earlier this year. There was a protest earlier in May as well, and now we sit on the brink of this one. And so we have two different groups that are fighting. We have militias that are armed, and the police haven't really been fully involved as they should. I don't want to just say because it's white folk, I won't, we'll just leave it. That's just kind of what it is. You can see for yourself and make your own judgment or opinion. However, the issue that we discussing, man, this is very pertinent and serious that we talk about what's going on, because these are issues that I have talked about for a while, and I know others have talked about as well. And for the majority of us, we remain in the dark. And so when we flick on the news and we see this, we immediately believe that this is an isolated incident. We believe that this is just a group of people protesting out of ignorance or anger. We believe that, this is just a situation to pass. It'll get under control. For those of us that are not right there at ground zero in Charlottesville, we watch on the news from a distance, and it's not really affecting us as so many other events have occurred. The last couple years, all of the violence between police brutality. We've had the Dylan Roof shootings. We've had nightclub shootings. We've had police shootings where not the police shooting civilians, but where civilians have shot the police. All of this stuff has been going on for the last several years, and yet we're continuing on our regular daily basis, as though everything is normal, and this is just the way it's supposed to be. And this is where the elite, are sitting at the top, and this is the exact position that they want us in. They want us, confused and bamboozled and unaware of what's going on, because when you are aware, then you can be counterproductive in the assault that's going on towards you. So the reason these things are so important, because we've been talking about World War III with the North Korea and all of the stuff that's going on with Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump. But I've also mentioned in previous videos, comparing the two, that it's not just about the world war, but it's about an agenda that is being put forth. And part of that agenda is civil unrest as well. And so we talked about a group that operates in secrecy. Now, people say, Cone, you're crazy. What you mean a group operating in secrecy? Well, a few days ago, the actor James Woods, who we're all familiar with, we've seen him in numerous movies. He's a director, producer. He's very active in Hollywood. Even if you don't recognize him by name, if you just Google his name and see his picture, I guarantee you will know exactly who it is that I'm talking about. Well, this gentleman, several days ago, I did a story because Michelle Obama talked about the racism that she endured while in the White House. And we all know that this is true, but while she spoke about what she endured, the actor James Woods made a comment through Twitter telling her that she needed to shut up and stop whining. She's been living pretty much for free off the taxpayers' dime. Now, that's complete disrespect to our former First Lady. And, I didn't want to just say he made the comments based on her color. I left that alone. We just dealt with the fact that he made the comments being insensitive to the struggle that we deal with as a people of color. But now, fast forward from that comment he made several days ago, and then a couple days after he made that comment about Michelle Obama, the same man, James Woods, made another comment saying that if Donald Trump is removed from office, that there will be civil unrest. Now, we all know that most people that are Donald Trump supporters are bigots and racists, because we know who Donald Trump is. We know Donald Trump's history. You know what I'm saying? We know Donald Trump's affiliations. We know his family background. And so we also know the things that he's voiced out of his own mouth about his feelings and opinions and his stance. So we pretty much know what Trump is. And so those that support Trump, that are willing to take a bullet for Trump, talking about make America great again, that's the right wing, philosophy, that America was great when it was all white. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to understand, because while these celebrities are in the background making these statements, because James Woods' statement was also carried over with Michael Savage, as well as Craig Sawyer, and they call him the Sawman. He actually is a military confidant. He trains soldiers to prepare them for military action. And these men made a statement and said that there will be blood in the streets unlike anyone has seen. And they said that their side is equipped with 8 trillion bullets, and the other side doesn't even know which bathroom to use. So he was making a statement simply saying that we've been preparing. Read between the lines in what they're saying. They're saying we have been, if they make the statement, if Trump is removed, there will be chaos in the streets. There will be organized chaos. That if you read between the lines with that's not one individual speaking. That's why there have been multiple people that have made the statement. That's not one individual. What they're saying is we already are organized, and we are already collective group. We already have an opinion, and we're already saying that if things don't go the way that our agenda intends, then we gonna cause unrest. And so when we see what's happening in Charlottesville, Virginia right now, then we have to understand and tie these events together, because we realize that nothing is separate. You understand what I'm saying? All of this is intended. And so it's just like I said before, there's a movie out called Imperial, and you need to watch it. It's got the actor, the guy who played Harry Potter. He's in the movie, and he plays the role of an undercover FBI agent, and the movie is based on a true story. And so when you see the way that these groups, these militia groups, and these right-wing activist groups, protest groups, KKK groups, when you see the way that they operate in secrecy and how they have been plotting and planning for years, then you'll begin to understand what's going on. This thing is way bigger than what it looks. This is not just an isolated incident of a group of people in Virginia. This is an organization that is spread around the country, and they stand and sit in positions of power. Some of them sit in positions that we can't even imagine. Some of them hold political office and high police ranking, judges, and so on and so forth. And so we have to understand this organization is very real. So what's happening in Charlottesville, Virginia is just, again, it's just a planned step, you know what I'm saying, towards an orchestrated agenda, towards a more major event. Just like Dylan Roof, as I tried to tell people, when you understand the church that Dylan Roof shot up, you know what I'm saying, when you understand the history of what that church represented, the foundation of it dating back to slavery, you know what I'm saying, none of this stuff is coincidence. Dylan Roof was an agent, a member of an organization that was used as a pawn to carry out a particular purpose and plan. And this is what they're doing now. They're keeping us distracted with everything while they yet are preparing, you know what I'm saying, for the plan that they have, and we are unaware. So we need the real deal. Pay attention, people. Open up our eyes and focus, because I'm telling y'all, these things are way more serious than what we are really giving credit for. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. And if we don't wake up, we will find ourselves at the bottom end of the stick. It's your man, Jay Free, Enlightened Perspective. Please like, share, subscribe, keep the movement going. Blessings and peace always. Love. It's your boy.